We have to give our time, we have to give our hearts, and we must be involved in a person-to-person program.
Marlon Brando, a name synonymous with unforgettable performances and undeniable influence in the film industry. However, few know that behind his legendary success was a life filled with tragedy and shocking scandals. Throughout his career, Brando was not only a dazzling movie star, but also a complex individual, harboring contradictions and mysteries. His death in 2004 marked the end of a life full of glory, yet it also left behind a complicated legacy, sparking ongoing debates about his talent, personal life, and contributions to cinema.
Godfather?
Good.
The rise of the rebel icon. Marlon Brando was born in 1924 in Omaha, Nebraska, into a family full of problems. His father was an alcoholic and his mother was a strict woman, creating an unstable family environment throughout Brando's childhood. However, this did not prevent him from pursuing an artistic path. Brando began studying acting at the Dramatic Arts Academy in New York, where he met influential teachers such as Stella Adler. The name Marlon Brando quickly rose as a remarkable talent on the Broadway stage, with a memorable performance in A Streetcar Named Desire.
Hey, where's the little woman?
In the bathroom.
Oh.
Brando's film career truly exploded when he took the lead role in A Streetcar Named Desire, 1951, a film that launched him into the ranks of Hollywood's top stars. With his natural acting, intensity, and groundbreaking talent, Brando became the symbol of free acting, completely changing the perception of acting in American cinema. He continued to shine in major works like The Godfather, 1972, where his portrayal of the legendary Don Vito Corleone created one of the most unforgettable figures in film history. But Brando was not only famous for his talent, but also for his rebellious personality and defiance of Hollywood norms. Despite being widely admired, Brando found himself entangled in several scandals. One of the most shocking events in his career was when he refused to accept the Oscar in 1973 to protest racial discrimination in the film industry, sending Native American actress Sacheen Littlefeather to the stage to decline the award on his behalf.
I'm representing Marlon Brando this evening, and he has asked me to tell you in a very long speech, which I cannot share with you.
Contributions and legacy. Marlon Brando is one of the most influential movie stars in film history. With his exceptional acting skills and revolutionary spirit, he completely transformed the way the public perceives actors. Throughout his career, Brando won 2 Academy Awards for Best Actor, for his roles in On the Waterfront and The Godfather, as well as numerous other prestigious awards. Beyond his acting talent, Brando was also a pioneer in changing the landscape of the film industry. He was one of the first to advocate for incorporating social issues into films, particularly racial discrimination. Brando's refusal to accept the Oscar was a powerful statement, showing that he cared not only about fame, but also about the rights and fairness for minority communities. Brando was also a highly influential figure for future generations of actors. Stars like Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and Jack Nicholson all acknowledged that they learned a great deal from Brando. The Godfather was not only a commercial success, but also a monumental work of art, with Brando's performance as a highlight, leaving a deep impression on audiences. Although Brando's life and career were filled with controversy and scandal, it cannot be denied that he created a film legacy that continues to impact and inspire generations of actors and directors to this day. Brando also paved the way for internationally renowned actors. Along with classic films like The Godfather and Apocalypse Now, he helped reshape global cinema and contributed to making Hollywood the film industry's epicenter. His complex and weighty performances have made Brando's films timeless works of art. The legendary nicknames of Marlon Brando. In addition to his legendary fame, he also has several nicknames given to him by the public. One of the most prominent nicknames is The Godfather. not only because of his iconic role in the film of the same name, but also due to Brando's strong, authoritative leadership style in the film industry. This nickname became synonymous with Brando as an icon, and whenever his name is mentioned, it is impossible not to think of Don Vito Corleone, the character Brando portrayed with exceptional depth and talent. The nickname, The Wild One, comes from the 1953 film The Wild One, where Brando played a rebellious biker, reflecting his real-life spirit, always challenging the rules and never conforming to societal norms. No one can forget Brando's image in leather, with his ambiguous expression and carefree attitude, which made the name The Wild One an inseparable part of his image. Like all legends, Brando was not without his share of rumors and controversies surrounding his life. Brando was not only famous for his career, but also for his complicated personal life. He was married 3 times and had at least 11 children, including adopted ones. His relationships with actresses Anna Kashfi and Movita Castaneda were both marred by difficulties. His marriage to Anna Kashfi revealed another side of Marlon Brando, one marked by violence and cruelty, completely opposite to the romantic characters he portrayed on screen. The accusations of domestic abuse overshadowed the shining star of the actor, forcing the public to reconsider the legacy of a legend. One of the prominent rumors was the emotional rift between Brando and his colleagues. Many considered Brando difficult to approach, even arrogant, making filming sessions challenging. However, the reality wasn't entirely like that. It must also be acknowledged that he was a creative force who always demanded the best from his colleagues as well as himself. Perhaps this is why many of his co-workers felt pressured working with him. Another rumor surrounding Brando was his unpredictable personality and eccentric habits while portraying characters. On one occasion, during a scene, Brando requested a pizza to be included without any clear reason. This sparked many speculations about his eccentricity. In reality, Brando was not only a phenomenal actor, but also a creative mind with an unconventional approach to art. These spontaneous actions could be seen as acts of rebellion, ways for him to challenge himself and force the film industry to rethink outdated rules. Personal life. The murder case involving Christian Brando, the son of Marlon Brando, is one of the greatest tragedies in the family of this legendary actor. In 1990, Christian shot and killed Dag Drolet, his sister's boyfriend, during an argument. Christian was subsequently convicted of manslaughter, but due to mitigating psychological factors, he was sentenced to only 10 years in prison and released after serving 5 years. This case was not only a major shock to the Brando family, but also drew public attention to the psychological issues and instability in Christian's life. Cheyenne's death made the story even more tragic, as many believed she had fallen into severe depression after the incident. This event shook not only Hollywood, but also the media, forever linking the Brando name with an unforgettable tragedy. Brando was also a man with a compassionate heart, dedicating his time and money to support various charitable organizations, particularly those protecting the rights of indigenous people and minority communities. This not only showcased his humanitarian spirit, but also highlighted that Brando was always ready to fight for significant social issues, not just be a star on the screen. Behind the scenes, Brando had an eccentric habit of bringing large, thick books to the set and reading them while waiting for the next scene. This demonstrated that Brando was someone who never stopped learning and seeking new knowledge, even after becoming a famous star. Brando's final years and lasting legacy. As Marlon Brando aged, he faced numerous health issues such as obesity and diabetes, which led him to withdraw from the film industry. His final screen appearance was in The Island of Dr. Moreau, 1996, a role criticized for his declining health and eccentric behavior. Despite his fame, Brando increasingly distanced himself from Hollywood, opting for a reclusive life, spending time with family or living in his villas in Los Angeles and Tahiti. Although living in seclusion, Brando's influence on cinema remained profound. His natural and deeply emotional acting style revolutionized the art of acting and inspired many famous actors. Marlon Brando passed away on July 1, 2004, at the age of 80. His death marked the end of an era in Hollywood. Despite the many challenges in his life, Brando is remembered as one of the greatest actors, known for his artistic talent and relentless personal struggles. His legacy lives on through iconic films like The Godfather, On the Waterfront, A Streetcar Named Desire, and many others. His diverse and profound performances have set the standard for excellence in acting, and his natural style has reshaped the way we view cinematic art. Marlon Brando was not just a film legend, but a symbol of innovation and revolution within the film industry. Though his life was not without controversy, it is undeniable that Brando forever changed the way we perceive acting, art, and individuals who dare to stand up for the rights of the oppressed. Brando's legacy lives on through the great cinematic works he left behind, such as The Godfather, On the Waterfront, and many others. When reflecting on Brando, one will not only remember him as a star, but as a real person, with his own unique weaknesses and strengths.